Today we're going to learn how to solve equations for y. And the first kinds that we're going to look at are one-step equations. There's only one thing that you have to do. So if you have 2y equals 10, you're multiplying the 2 times y. So you want to do the inverse operation by dividing. And whatever you do to one side of the equation, you also want to do to the other side. So on this side, we did 2 divided by 2, gave us 1, so it cancels. On the other side, we also divide by 2, and you want to simplify that, and you'll get y equals 5. Let's look at another example. 50 equals 25y. If you notice on this example, the y is on the other side of the equation. It doesn't matter which side it's on, you can still do a one-step equation to solve. So we're going to divide again on both sides. 25 divided by 25 gives us 1. That cancels. And then we also divide by 25 on the opposite side. 50 divided by 25 gives us 2. Now we have an equation that has y divided by 2 equals 10. Here we want to do the opposite inverse operation. So we're going to multiply. Whatever we do to one side, we're going to do to the other. We have 2 divided by 2 equals 1, cancels. So you multiply by 2 on the other side. And that gives us 20. 10 times 2 equals 20. Let's look at another example. If you notice on this side, the y is on the opposite side of the equation. It doesn't matter which side it's on. You can still do the same steps. We're going to multiply each side by 2. Cancels on this side. 2 divided by 2. And we have 2 times 16, which gives us 32. Now let's take a look at something that might be a little bit more complex. Two-step equations. If we have 2 times y and then we have an addition of 3 equals 13, you're going to have to do a few more steps to get the y by itself. PEMDAS, usually we go in one direction. Now we're going to do the reverse. So instead of parentheses and exponents multiplying and dividing first, we're going to do subtraction first. So subtract 3 on both sides. 3 minus 3 is 0. We can cross that off. And then you're going to write what is left. You have 2y equals, simplify this here, 13 minus 3 is 10. And now we have a one-step equation. So if you can get your two-step down to a one-step, you should know what to do. You can go ahead and divide by 2 on both sides. 2 divided by 2 cancels. Simplify. Y equals 5. Let's try one more. -3 plus 5y equals 12. Because we have a negative here, we want to add 3. You always want to do the opposite. -3 plus 3 is 0. Whatever we do to one side of the equation, we're going to do to the other. So we're going to add 3 to this side. And then you bring down what's left. 5y equals 15. Now we have that one-step equation again. Divide by 5, divide by 5, cancel, y equals 3.